Mystia is a legendary hero, nature element, sorcerer class, and comes from the Legends 2025 family, where the bonus from this family is still unknown until the end of the year. And Mystia also has Aether power, namely ailment immunity, where Mystia gets immunity to new status ailments for 6 turns. Judging from these aspects, we can see that Mystia has abilities that lean towards defense. And currently, Mystia's passive skill is still unknown, but I'm sure that Mystia's passive skill might not be much different from the previous Hero of the Month's passive skill. Coupled with her average mana generation, Mystia will be quite good to use in both defensive and offensive formations. And Mystia has 4 skill effects. The first, all enemies become soul-connected for 4 turns. Soul-connected enemies share received damage. This skill effect is quite confusing to be called a debuff, because it does make the damage evenly distributed to all enemies, which can be a pretty good situation for enemies or allies. The second and third skill effects, all allies generate 600 boosted health over 4 turns, boosted health can exceed max HP, and all allies reflect all status effects and 145% damage back to the attacker, and block other negative effects from enemies' fire special skill for 5 turns. Mystia's healing effect is relatively small for a healer, but the reflect effect is quite good for countering ailments and damage cast from special skills of fire element enemies. The fourth skill effect, Element Link, gives all nature allies plus 30% defense against special skills for 4 turns. This skill effect is quite good for increasing the defense of nature allies in the mono-team formation. And if the effect of this skill is combined with her average mana generation, Mystia will be good enough to fill the flank and tank positions in both defensive and offensive formations. As for the Titan attack team, Mystia is not really recommended because she does not have the required skill effect. And for raid tournament, Mystia is good enough to be used in rush attack and buff booster. And based on these aspects, Mystia gets an overall combat score of A. And assessed overall, starting from class, Aether power, mana speed, and active skills, Mystia is counted as one of the heroes of the month, which is predicted to be able to counter the debuff effect of one of the annoying heroes like Bernadette, or heroes who can deal strong damage like Dima or Regan, where Mystia's reflect effect will be able to block the dispel effect from the fire element, and can also counterattack strong damage from enemies with the fire element. Plus, the overall effect of Mystia's skills will have a maximum impact if Mystia is used in the nature team formation. And in my opinion, if there are no significant changes to the basic stats and the effects of Mystia's skills during the beta process, then I can say that Mystia is a pretty good hero of the month for you to get.